Do you have so many competitors in your business and some of them are too big that you can't even think of defeating them? Hi, in this video I will tell you how you can defeat big competitors like Amazon, Facebook or Microsoft with your recently started business without investing too much money. To explain this, I will narrate a small story of an Indian king named as Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who started fighting for the country from a very early stage. It is a story of 1600 when Mughals were ruling India and Marathas were fighting against Mughals to get the independence. At that particular time, Shivaji was heading Marathas, and as he was very young and inexperienced, that's why he was making a lot of mistake in making planning and while fighting into the battleground, and that's why he also faced a lot of defeat in his early age. So I am going to tell you a particular incident when he faced defeat against one of his enemy. So in that particular fight, when he was fighting, then he realized that only handful Marathas have left and all rest have been killed by the Mughals. So he indicated his army to run from the battleground and hide into various villages to save their lives. So they all started running from the battleground and try to save their lives by hiding into the jungles or into the villages. So similarly, Shivaji also run from the battleground and he reached to a particular village, and it was a night time because they were fighting from the whole day, and he reached to a particular house and then he knocked on the door, and then an old lady opened the door, and as Shivaji was fighting from the whole day, so he was very tired and was wounded. So that old lady kept on looking towards the Shivaji and then asked from the Shivaji that what happened. Then Shivaji said that could you please offer me a shelter for tonight, and if you don't mind, then could you please offer me some food to eat. Then that old lady said, yes, you can come in and have food with me. So Shivaji entered into the house and then sit on the floor. Then that old lady cooked the rice for Shivaji, and as the Shivaji was extremely tired because he was fighting from the whole day, so as the old lady served the rice, so he started eating the rice. But as he took the first scoop from his hand, he burnt his hand, and to get some relief, he put his hand into the water bowl. And after looking that, the old lady said, you are equally foolish like our King Shivaji. After listening that, Shivaji get bit astonished and looked towards the old lady in a very curious way and asked her, why are you saying so, granny? Could you please tell me? Don't you think that our king is good enough for the country or for other reason or for the Maratha Empire? Then the old lady said, no, 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 I really like our king, but he is very childish. Then the Shivaji asked, okay, maybe he is childish, but why are you saying so? Then the old lady said, see, you know that I have recently cooked these rice and these are extremely hot, you know that also. But even after knowing that, you took the scoop directly from the middle of the rice. Though you clearly know that rice are comparatively colder from the corners rather than from the middle. And this is the same mistake which our King Shivaji is making. He know it very well that his army is very small. He do not have so much strength and weapons to defeat the big enemies. Even after that, he is fighting against the bigger enemies. Then the Shivaji asked, okay, then what do you think what he should do? Then the old lady said that I think he should first fight with the smaller enemies so that he can conquer him. So when he will conquer the smaller enemies, then his team will get motivated and then he can collaborate with those enemies because he has won those states, so he can use those weapons, he can use those armies and then move to another small enemy. And when he kept on doing all these things and kept on winning all these smaller enemies, then one day he will become very stronger in terms of army size, in terms of weapon size, and then he can easily fight against the bigger enemies also. This is what he should do. And similarly, you should took the scope from the corners and not from the middle. And that's when Shivaji understood the logic behind it, and after that he start winning the fights. So how you can use this story in defeating the big competitors of your business? And the answer is by targeting on the smaller segment. So what do I mean by this is, let's say you are planning to start an e-commerce business, and you are planning to compete against with Amazon. So the clear answer is you cannot directly compete with Amazon because it is extremely big. They have so much resources with them that you cannot defeat them. But there is a way, and that is getting targeted, getting extremely targeted or extremely targeted. So what you can do is, as you know that Amazon is delivering the products worldwide. Okay, so what you can do is, let's say you can choose a particular city to start with. You can choose a particular city like London or New York or New Delhi, San Francisco, whatever city you want to choose. Okay, so let's say Amazon is delivering every kind of products in throughout the world. Okay, so what you can do is you can start a particular city. Let's say we are choosing the city New York. So what you can do is you can start delivering every material or the every product into the New York City. If you think that in that case also you are not having that much resources, then what you can do, how you can defeat Amazon in New York, then you can get more targeted towards the niche segment. So instead of serving all the products into the New York, what you can do is you can segment yourself. So let's say you can segment into groceries, you can into the fashion wear, or in the clothing wear, or in the shoe wear, or in the medical department, or in any other field. So let's say you are choosing groceries. So what you have to do is, instead of serving the complete product range into the New York, what you have to do, you have to serve groceries into the New York City. Then because you are getting extremely targeted in this case, and or you can even choose any other product, like you can go with only with the pillows or only with the home decoration to start with. Okay, so once you start defeating their sales, or once you start conquering more and more people in that particular city or in the New York City, and once you realize that you are equally defeating, or you are equally giving good competition to the Amazon, then you can shift your business to the next city. I mean, you can expand your business to the next city also, and then into the next city. But don't expand the product range. If you are starting from the grocery range, then remain limited to the grocery. And once you reach to a bigger audience, like you are serving into the 4 or 5 good cities, and easily defeating the Amazon in that particular range in those areas, then what you can do is, then you can start increasing your product range. And for example, let's say you have started from the groceries, then you can add something like home decoration, and after some time you can add clothing, after some time you can increase shoe wear, and similarly you can kept on increasing your product range. And then with increased product range, then you can go to expand to the next city, then to the next city. So this is the only way when you can defeat the bigger competitors. If you are going to directly compete with the bigger competitor in their full battleground, then it is sure that you are going to be get defeated. So never go into the battleground of the big competitors. Rather, bring those competitors or the big competitors into your battleground where you can easily defeat them. Now that's it for today. If you have any confusion, then you can ask your query in the comment section, and to know more about such topics, you can check our online course. You can find the link in the description. Now meet you tomorrow. Bye bye.